Hi everybody, welcome to Off the Rack. I am Sal.
I'm Ben.
And I'm Tiffany.
This is the show where we break down a comic book by its basic elements of art, writing, and story, tell you what we thought about it. Today's episode is Amazing Spider-Man number 17, which is drawn by R.B. Silva this time. Story still by Dan Slott.
Yep.
But this episode's going to be a little different because Tiffany hasn't read the issue, and so I thought we'd flip it around and try a different tactic
Well,
for
it's
today's
kind of
episode.
like a mix of Off the Rack and Back Issue.
That's right.
Here, look, there's a really good reason why I didn't read
Yes, and you'll
the
see
issue. You will.
in an upcoming
I was
episode.
going to say, my dog ate the issue.
Yeah.
I had to go to the hospital. I ran out of gas. I got a flat tire.
Oh yeah, all the excuses for not reading
I was sick.
comics.
I'm a communist.
Right.
What?
What?
Anyway, we're gonna tell. What we're gonna basically do is pitch this book
Pitch it!
to someone who hasn't read it and has no context for it. Because that's
Okay.
the idea of the show. Is we normally just pick up a random issue and then jump into it and see. The original conceit of the show was, can someone who's just jumping in get it and enjoy it? And now we've kind of turned it into a more in-depth review show, but we're kind of going back to our roots a little bit.
Yeah.
So here we go. We're going to pitch Amazing Spider-Man number 17 by R.B. Silva and Dan Slott to a person who has not read it and has never read any Amazing Spider-Man since the newest issue 1 of this run.
I have no idea what's happening.
All right. For one thing, I guess I'll start. Because, why not?
Sure.
I took it. And, all right, first of all...
And you took it, and there you have it. And
there
you're
it
trying
is.
to sell it.
That's right. I'm going to sell it. Here we go. All right. Imagine a Spider-Man comic in which there is no Spider-Man whatsoever, but instead stars a second-rate Spawn reject who is a thief, who works for Spider-Man. And then he infiltrates a lair of villains that you haven't seen in a long time, and a mysterious arch-villain who is concocting a ridiculous scheme involving clones.
Wait, that's what that is?
Yeah.
Aw.
It's another clone saga. Yeah. Good luck. Also, bold new female version of a character from 1966.
Is this like a in-between arcs? Kind of
No.
one...
This is the beginning of the newest arc, Dead No More, The Clone Conspiracy.
Where's Spider-Man?
He is busy.
He is running a company.
He's running a company.
I don't think you understand how important that is.
Yes, if
How
you're
much
not
time
familiar,
that
by the
takes.
way, Peter Parker Spider-Man is Tony Stark now. He has his own company. He pretends that Spider-Man is his bodyguard. He has multiple buildings in different countries, and he's...
And he has other people being Spider-Man in his place.
Including...
to keep the idea that, Spider-Man is not him.
Right. Including Prowler, a.k.a. Hobie Brown.
Who is the main character of this book.
That's right. So
how is this any different than the original Clone Saga in a way, other than you already know it's not Spider-Man?
oh, well, here you go. Everyone in Spider-Man's past who is dead is now alive again thanks to cloning technology.
Except for one of his villains, Electro, who dies in this book.
Yes. But they could bring him back at any point. So we're approaching death in comic books from the perspective of it is not only not permanent, but is almost immediately reversible.
Aside from the fact that when you come back, you are a clone.
Yes. But you do remember everything up until the point of your death.
Is it explaining death in comics?
No.
Is it satirizing it?
Possibly.
Is Uncle Ben alive?
No.
Okay.
Well, technically, yes, but from an alternate reality in which he was bitten by an irradiated spider. He is in the MC2 universe where Spider-Man's alternate history daughter is Spider-Woman.
Also,
yeah, okay.
Peter Parker is kind of a sleazy industry man where he's stealing secrets from other companies under the guise of trying to make sure that they're safe for someone in his family. But, that's really just industrial espionage.
Is it possible that he is a clone?
I think that would be awesome, but I don't think so.
It doesn't look like it because everyone has to take Dr. Mario pills.
Yes, that's another thing, is that the Jackal, who has not been revealed yet, but everyone assumes is Professor Miles Warren, who was the original Jackal.
Because they call him Miles and Dr. Warren.
And because he has many, many Miles Warren clones that are working around the clock for him.
And also he wears a jackal mask.
Yes, but he looks a little younger than he used to be.
It's like an Anubis mask. It's weird.
Yeah, it's an Anubis mask. I don't think it's Miles Warren. I think it's like a Peter Parker clone. I think it's like Ben Reilly or something. Or Kane.
Are they trying to bang Gwen Stacy?
There is no Gwen Stacy in this book. Oh, no, there is! Yeah, no, there is a clone, but not in this book. Not in this issue.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah,
I was
no,
like,
she didn't appear.
Because I saw that woman who was like, "Oh, don't worry, Lizard, I'll warm you up," and I was like,
No,
"Whoa!"
that's Martha Connors, the
What?
lizard.
Why did you say that name?
Oh my god! There are other characters named Martha!
I liked the Prowler. Hobie Brown was a good character, in my opinion.
That's true.
He did a good job.
I think that I never cared about the Prowler. So this issue was fun in as much as I was forced to care by reading the issue. And as such, I was not drag kicking and screaming. I kind of enjoyed it. Hobie Brown's a fun character who has potential when he's not being killed and then brought back to life and turned into a clone. But that's what happens in this issue. So.
That's a theory that you're taking it on, and I'm assuming that's the case based on your recommendation of that. But like, I'm not so sure that's what it is because that means that they have killed a lot of people. So far.
Yes, they have though. All the people that are working for the Jackal were dead. There's actually in a previous issue, the Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, his wife Vanessa had died thanks to the Kingpin. He killed her. He was sick of her, and the Jackal brought her back to life to try and rope the Kingpin back in, because everyone who is reunited with a lost loved one thanks to the Jackal is now under the influence of the Jackal. He's like, you owe me, and if you work for me and do what I say, they will stay alive. But if they don't, they're going to die again. And so he tries to rope Wilson Fisk into it, and Fisk just kills her again. And he's like, no, I killed her. I don't want her anywhere near me.
I don't want this. This is garbage.
And they were like, damn it. All right. And I was like, that's cool.
Did you also know that J. Jonah Jameson has a father named J. Jameson? And he's alive and married to Aunt May?
That I've heard.
Yeah.
I almost threw this book.
Don't worry. He'll die soon.
That I've heard.
That was like the vein throbbing.
Oh, you didn't like that?
I was like, what?
Yeah.
How old is she in this?
Aunt May?
Yeah.
Oh, 130.
Yeah, she looks as old as the artist wants to depict her. Sometimes she looks about 103. Other times she looks about, 80.
Oh.
But she has the tenacity of a 65-year-old. So.
I gotta tell you guys, I'm not
selling
me
this book.
On this.
That's the thing. The conceit of this is, let's pitch the book. We all really didn't like it. And it's hard to pitch something that I really didn't enjoy. And I wanted to give you my honest appraisal of it. I'm sure, Ben, you felt similarly. It was just not great.
I also did not like the new female Electro.
Oh, God.
Just as a person. Because she flip-flops so much in this book of, wanting to be around bad guys, and then she's, brought back to life and sees the bad guys, and she's like, oh, I'm not sure I want this. This is disgusting me. I made the wrong choice. And then she gets a little taste of power, and she's like, I'm the worst person ever, and I'm a villain! And you're like, whoa, you went on a journey. I
gotta tell you, right out of the gate, because of the negativity that I have learned from... No, from clones.
Oh, yes.
I'm not... woo! I'm gonna go and read it anyway!
Yeah, there's a lot of strikes for this issue. Number 1, Spider-Man's not in it. Number 2, it has all to do with clones. Number 3, we're femaleizing a classic character, seemingly just so that we can do it. I have no problem with making female versions of characters or seeing more female comic book characters, especially ones with power, but I have a kind of a little bit of a problem when they just do it.
I gotta tell you, I'm kind of glad that I didn't have time.
Yeah, you didn't need to
read this.
It was just, it's a filler issue. For some reason, all these issues feel like filler. Dead No More is
already
a dud.
Wasn't last week a fourth?
Oh yeah.
Wednesday or fifth Wednesday or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm. Where so it's like January for movies. They just throw all the garbage.
Yeah, because there's too many Wednesdays in a month. So all right, well then there you go. It's gonna be rough no matter what.
Yeah. But let's wipe that taste out of our mouths with recommendations for comics that are coming out tomorrow on Wednesday that you can pick up in your store or online. Ben, what can they look forward to picking up?
Well, if you want to get a better taste in your mouth, then maybe you should gargle with a little seawater, because I'm recommending Aquaman number 6, written by Dan Abnett and of course drawn by Brad Walker. Now, the cool thing about this book is that it is basically wrapping up one of the series, the whole idea of Aquaman and Mira. I was like, Aquaman! I can't remember his name.
Oh, Arthur Curry.
Arthur and Mira, basically accused of a crime they didn't commit, and now that they're trying to escape back to Atlantis, Superman is going to stop them and be in the way. And I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
They're members of the Justice League! What are you doing?
Yeah, it's even more complicated when you start to think about, like, but this is Superman from Flashpoint. He hasn't even met this Aquaman yet.
And, like, I don't...
Like, how
You're
did
going
the
so many
president get his
different
phone number?
places. But,
It's kind of cool.
damn it, I still want to see Aquaman and Mera face off against Superman. So, you're getting my vote this week. It's close, but you're getting it.
The title that I am recommending, and I have recommended for the last 6 issues, is Superman #6, which is written by Peter J. Tomasi and Patrick Gleason, with art by Patrick Gleason, Mick Gray, and Doug Menke. This is, I think, wrapping up the first story arc in which Superman, his son John, and Lois Lane in the Hell Bat armor that Batman uses to storm Apocalypse to retrieve his own son, are going to face off against the Eradicator and 1,000 souls of dead Kryptonians on the moon. So it's comics through and through. You know, the tension is, will they break the moon? I'm on board. It's been fantastic, and the art can't be beat. Because even when the art kind of dips, because they're trying to get this book out, they want to get it out. Like, hey, let's get these books out like really, really soon. There have always been at least like 2 full pages of awesome.
That's cool.
And it's just been fantastic. And the story's been terrific.
Plus, if they break the moon, Superman can then fix the
Yeah,
moon.
he'll push it back together and use his heat vision to seal it back together.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Either way, I'm excited.
But it'll release like some monster that was in the core
Made
of the
of
moon
cheese.
living there. Blue cheese.
Green cheese.
Fine.
Yeah.
This week, Doctor Strange #11 is coming out, so I'm excited for that. It's written by Jason Aaron still,
Good.
but the art's changing for just this issue.
Good.
I like.
No, I like Bachelor. I just like that
I
they,
like
they
Bachelor.
give him a break so
I-
that he can put the books out on time.
I think people are going like not older comic book fans, but like people who weren't fans of Bachelor's art are going to dig Kevin Nowlan's or Nolan. I don't know. Art more so. It's a little more comic booky. It's
Okay.
a little less loose. You know what I mean?
It reminded me a little bit of the old school like Roger Stern era of Doctor Strange, where it's
Yeah.
like much more like less exaggerated proportions
Yeah.
and more kind of grounded, even though it's exaggerated.
Exactly. What's interesting to me about this book is that it's giving Bachelor a break in between these 2 arcs. It's still continuing from the previous like arc that just happened. Like we just finished The Last Days of Magic. It's still going from there. It is essentially like a 1-year almost anniversary issue. Like this is issue 11. You know what I mean? Like we're coming around to that year.
Oh.
We are in September at this point. The movie will be coming out in November, and we're going to be not like picking up to see what Strange is doing in the aftermath of The Last Days of Magic, but we're also going to be getting a retelling of his origins.
Oh, good.
Wait. Why?
Because, and this is my theory, is that when everyone goes to see the Doctor Strange movie, and then everyone goes, "Oh my God,
This character's awesome.
I gotta get me some Doctor Strange," so the comic book stores can stock up on this back issue and then be like, we'll start here with the new run and then go from there. Because you wouldn't have to read The Last Days of Magic, because you're essentially going to get like a little summation of what happened and then launch right into that origin.
That's right.
Thank God we get another origin story.
I mean, the art for
great.
it is kind of cool, and I'm interested to see how they're like. I'm more interested to see the continuation of it. The preview of it is really fun.
Okay, cool.
Like, I was like,
I love done in ones, so I'm very excited.
I don't know if it will. It depends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people are like calling it like a year 1 style flashback.
Because it's still October, right?
So that's cool.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's still October. And we'll get right back into Bachelor and into the next arc. What I'm really excited to is there's a variant cover by Adam Hughes.
Ooh.
It is gorgeous. Like, it is, for me, that's wall art gorgeous.
That's cool.
Like,
All
it's
right.
just stunning. So I can't wait. That's like a chase book for me.
Nice.
But I still, like, we'll see how they do it. We'll see what they do with the origin. We'll see, they show the Ancient One of those previews. It's definitely a dude.
Okay.
So,
They didn't change it.
No, they didn't change that, so, like, good on you guys. So,
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll see. I'm still excited, though.
Cool. So there you have it, everybody. Those are books that are coming out this week. Go pick them up at your comic book store or online, and we'll see you guys next week with another episode Off the Rack where we all read the book. So,
Yeah.
Thanks a lot for watching.
Unless you like this, and then...
Yeah, unless you like this format, let us know if you like the idea. Well, you know, if you do like the format, we'll flip it up every once in a while.
Yeah, then
exactly.
maybe Sal won't read the book, or I won't read the book.
Yeah, we'll all get
Or
pitched.
none of us will read the book.
And we'll just be like, hi, what?
We saw this. We're going to judge it by its cover.
Yes.